Hi everyone, tonight on our program, Chairman of the Mines and Energy Committee in Parliament, Samuel Atachia, calls for the prosecution of those behind several power purchase agreements during the power fluctuation or doom so era, saying they did a big disservice to the economy.
Excess generation capacity arising out of signed PPA cost the government about 320 million in capacity charges.
Also coming up tonight, Ministry of Trade and Industry as well as the Ghana Union of Traders Association make headway with talks to establish the Ghana Traders Bank.
We are going to launch the Traders Bank. That is even long overdue, as you all know, because we command the bulk of the savings that we do in the country, and yet we do not get the benefit thereof.
And it is here at last. The 12th edition of the EcoBank JoyNews Habitat Fair opens at the Accra International Conference Center. We will be there live. Thanks for joining us, everyone. My name is Darryl Kwao. Details in a moment. And welcome back to Business Live, everyone. We begin from the Accra International Conference Center, where the 12th edition of the EcoBank JoyNews Habitat Fair is taking place. Scores of exhibitors are showcasing products and services to meet your housing needs. Now, this year's event is under the theme Home Ownership, to Build or to Buy. We want to take you there now live for a feel of the fair. My colleague Charles Aite is standing by. Take it away, Charles.
All right, Darryl, so as you rightly stated, it's live at the Accra International Conference Center. We're having close to 20 exhibitors currently at the Accra International Conference Center. It's the very first day, so you should expect a slow start. But we're expecting a build-up as the days go on till Monday. And just to give you a background to the reason why we're here, this year has the motive of understanding whether to rent or to own. And of course, we've been having mini clinics, 3 in a session. Today happens to be the mega one, where we're going to be having exhibitors meet face-to-face with patrons in that regard. We're having our sponsors, EcoBank, as well as that of Elegant Homes, taking lead in today's event. I want to take you to the Elegant Homes section, where you can currently see the program's manager interacting with the patron there. I get to interact with her because she's been with us for the time round, all the 3 mini sessions, and she's currently attending to a patron. But just before I speak to you, what's your feedback on the Habitat Fair, being a patron of today's event? Something small, you've come to the Elegant Home session. What's your feedback?
Well, I think from what I've seen, things are they are looking good. And yes, it's a great opportunity. You come and then you are able to explore, so you can make a good decision.
Great.
Yeah.
You have been interacting with so many patrons, prospective clients. How has the Habitat Fair really helped Elegant Home so far?
Well, we have been part of Habitat Fair for the past years, and I can say that it's been good. Our publicity referrals, most of them come from Habitat Fair. So for us at Elegant Homes, we won't stop coming till we want to stop. Nothing.
But I would want you to re-emphasize the packages that you have for prospective clients, so that those watching us on television could get themselves updated.
For this year's Habitat Fair, as usual, Elegant Homes is giving 10% discount on our prices. In addition, we are giving a free remote control gate. We are giving a video doorbell. We are giving central ceiling speakers. and then many more. And it could also go up to 15%.
15%. That's lovely. So you did hear that for yourself, Daryl. That's for elegant homes. And you know, one thing that caught my sight is the video you have behind there. This was one of the videos that we took for elegant homes for the AM business. But let's now move to Renters Paradise. It's kind of a busy shelf there. They're also attending to prospective clients. And hello, good evening. Who do I get to speak to here? How has the exhibition been so far? Today is the very first day of the mega event. Your name and position, first of all.
My name is Charles Debord. I'm the operations manager.
So how has it been? Today, the first day, we're seeing, you know, prospective clients trooping. But what's been the feedback from your point of view?
So far, so good. But being the first day, and it's a working day too, so we're expecting the crowd to grow as the day goes by.
So why should anyone walk into this center?
We are easy to be located. We are trusted. We are, you can trust in us because our addresses are fixed. We are easy to locate. We are at North Legon. And our services are also trustworthy.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So we shall check up on you somewhere tomorrow, on Sunday, as well as through to Monday. That's Renters Paradise there, and you can see for yourself the kind of things that they're offering. We cannot talk about housing, Daryl, without talking about construction materials and the technicalities that go with it. And to that effect, we have New York Construction Mall, I guess, yes. And the ladies are all in yellow. So help me understand the reason why you decided to be a part of this year's JoyNews EcoBank Habitat Fair. Any of you could take it up.
Okay, we wanted people to know what we have here in Ghana. We are into construction, and then we sell construction materials as well. Yeah, you can follow us on any social media handles, especially Facebook and Instagram. We do free delivery as well. And then when you go online, you can shop online. We will deliver it to you as well too.
Okay, so is this shoe too up for sale?
Yes, it's out for sale.
You're selling. They're also selling boots as well. But what is this going? Is it for fashion or it's for construction?
Safety boots. Safety boots.
These are safety boots. Oh, okay. So tell me more about it.
This one. I don't know much about it.
But you're selling it?
Yes.
And do you have packages for it? Are there discounts that you guys are offering up for sale?
We do have discounts. And then this helps the leg, like from not hurting yourself. Maybe you are into, let's say, construction, or you want to cut out something. It won't hurt your leg when something falls on your leg.
So you can get all these things here at the Accra International Conference Center together with other products here. They're saying that it's all coming up at particular discount sales in that nature. Well, we do have EcoBank there. They will be joining us shortly. The attendants are yet to attend to that side. As I earlier stated, this is the first day, so we could expect a bit of a slow start. But let's talk about roofing, because from the construction bit, roofing also makes up the home. And we could find a gentleman at this particular session. Raincoat Roofing Systems. Why the decision to be a part of this year's Habitat Fair, first of all?
All right, so the Habitat Fair is one of the biggest platforms you can actually get to showcase what you have. And as a roofing company, we seek to give the very best to our customers, so we had to be part of it.
So I'm very interested in do you have discounts? Do you have packages for clients who come around?
Yes, we do. We actually give a good discount to customers who come around.
All right. So what message do you have there for our clients, prospective clients who are watching on television? They are thinking, should I come, should I not come? What message do you have for them?
All right, so please do well and come through. We're just not going to give you all the technical knowledge you need to be able to choose a good roof for your building, but then we actually also going to give you every detail about roofing. We're going to take you through the material. We're going to give you the kinds of materials you use for your project and the side effects and all that, so you can make a qualified decision to buy a premium quality product like ours.
Thank you very much. So that's with Raincoat Roofing. So Daryl, if you're to put all this into context, we do know that Ghana's housing deficit is close to that of the 2 million. You know, it's shoved up from 1.7 to 2 million. It's part of reasons why this JoyNews EcoBank Habitat Fair is so much of interest to stakeholders within the housing value chain. Of course, we're expecting so much expectation from both patrons and that of exhibitors. And it must be stated, though, that this is the first day and it's going to run through the weekend through to Monday, where we shall crown it all up with specific interviews and submissions from stakeholders within Ghana's house and value chain.
All right, Charles Aite reporting for us there from the Accra International Conference Center, where the 12th edition of the EcoBank JoyNews Habitat Fair has opened. Like you saw, so many things happening there, so many experts providing whatever you need for housing. And the theme for this year is to build or to buy. So whether you want to build or you want to buy a home, that's the place to go, the Accra International Conference Center. And it's going to be happening over the next 5 days. And that's the great thing about this year's event. So you want to pass through in the next 5 days to see what you can get from them. And just like Charles points out, this is to deal with our housing deficit, which is currently at close or over 2 million units. You're watching Business Live. Still to come, Chairman of Mines and Energy Committee in Parliament, Samuel Atachia, calls for prosecution of those behind several power purchase agreements during the power fluctuation or doomsday era, saying they did a big disservice to the economy.
This generation capacity arising out of signed PPA cost the government about 320 million in capacity charges. So I think that is an unpardonable commercial arrangement.
Welcome back to Business Live. Here are some of the other stories we are covering for you tonight. The chairman of the Mines and Energy Committee in Parliament, Samuel Atachia, has called for the prosecution of those behind the several power purchase agreements during the power fluctuation or doomsday era, saying they did a big disservice to the economy. According to him, the agreements were in violation of the Public Procurement Act since they were not subject to competitive bidding. Speaking at a forum organized by the Institute of Economic Affairs, the Member of Parliament for Ibuakwa South said the signing of the several PPAs have caused financial loss to the state. There is more in this report.
Forum brought together industry experts, policymakers, civil society organizations, and economists. Samuel Atachia said it's absurd for the country to lose several millions of cedis even up till today due to the signing of these PPAs. According to him, there's the need for standardization of power agreements to prevent the recurrence of the past.
I do not understand a situation in which a poor man will say he will sign a contract with a dimension called take or pay. I've always wondered why you will ever do that. That is to say, when there is excess capacity, even when you don't need the energy that has been generated, you pay for it. So it seems to me that probably in the arrangement to solve the energy crisis of the moment, we suspended our rationality. And I say this not to insult anybody, because if we didn't calculate the impact of these contracts we signed, then as Riley said, that in 2018 alone, excess generation capacity arising out of signed PPA cost the government about 320 million in capacity charges. So I think that is an unpardonable commercial arrangement. And if you ask me as a lawyer, it's causing financial loss to the state.
Mr. Atachian also said the nation has been shortchanged because the PPAs were not done in a transparent manner. He expressed worry that the country is gambling with its little resources.
I do not believe that a poor person should gamble with his little resources. I don't believe in it. When your resources are very limited, with the greatest of respect, that's when you should be extremely wise in the way that it will give you the best advantage. So we should look at this again. It should never be said that in the entire West Africa, our power, the cost of our power is more expensive than any of the African countries. When the natural resources we have, if you measure the natural resources that we have against some of these West African countries, we are so naturally endowed.
The chief executive of the Chamber of Independent Power Producers, Eliklim Kwablan Apetogbo, for his part urged government to create the enabling platform for the regulators, agencies and assigns to discharge their roles professionally and objectively without interference. He, however, kicked against political interference if the sector is to thrive.
Power generation capacity procurement is largely informed by the demand for electricity. Most importantly, economic, industrial, and residential use. And this requires the off-taker as a first step to conduct a study to assure itself of demand quantum for the power in collaboration with the technical regulator, that is the Energy Commission. And this study must not be based on only the grid or the current demand, but must also consider anticipated changes in demand over time, as a result of population growth or economic growth. So meeting this calculated, confirmed and predicted demand, as well as the urgency of procuring the additional generation capacity, will require either what we call a solicited and unsolicited procurement approaches, based on the recommendation and approval of the Energy Commission, especially where the government is not in the position to invest in additional generation capacity to meet the growing demand.
The cost of power in the country is one of the most expensive in the West African sub-region.
Now, plans are far advanced for the establishment of the Ghana Traders Bank. President of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obeng, revealed to Joy Business that the specialized bank would deal with the lifelong challenge of high interest rates that Ghanaian informal traders are faced with.
Minister said this is just to provide a comfort for them. This is not something that you can say compensation. It's a grant that is given to them so that they can use it to mitigate some of their problems. So I think we welcome it and we are very happy. But having said that, like the traders themselves have said, they want a bigger money to trade with. Because if you look at the damages that were caused, it was so huge, to the extent that this cannot at least alleviate all their plight. So they want a mainstream commercial bank that is affordable. And that's what we are discussing with Minister. But having said this, let me take advantage also to also let you know the discussions that is going on, and very soon we are going to launch the Traders Bank. That is even long overdue, as you all know, because we command the bulk of the savings that we do in the country, and yet we do not get the benefit thereof. The mainstream banks are taking it all from us. So now arrangement is far ahead for us to also establish Ghana Traders Bank, where the ministry have given us consultancy. We are going to formalize the SUSU kind of loans and all that and put it in a very innovative way so that we can give loans to ourselves at affordable rates.
Meantime, the Ministry of Trade and Industry has presented a little over 2 million cedis to enterprises affected by the July 5 Makula fire disaster. Sector Minister Alan Chamating reiterated government support for the country's informal trading sector. Now, Chief Executive of the Ghana Enterprises Agency, Kosi Yankee Aye, lays out the disbursement processes.
Before we actually came here, we had done an assessment and a registration for the markets, those who had been impacted. And then, as I had mentioned today in my speech, they should meet the Ghana Enterprises Agency next week, have a conversation, and then they'll be directed to the consolidated CBG, where the accounts would be open for them to take the funding.
So from next week?
So from next week, the engagements with the Ghana Enterprises Agency will start.
When are we expecting the entire fund to be exhausted?
Exhausted. Exhausted means that some might not be used for them. So what is happening is that the funds would go, the amount of funds we've earmarked for them is with them. So it depends on how fast they go and then take the accounts that they've been given.
Well, the money is shared equally or based on what you lost, that's how it's going to be disbursed to them?
Unfortunately, due to the sizes of their businesses, it will not be allocated equally.
So
Thank you.
It's going to be based on
Kosi Yankee, the Chief Executive of the Ghana Enterprises Agency. Ghana has one of the highest rates of women business owners around the world, and despite women's positive participation in the country's business ecosystem, majority of women entrepreneurs, around 80%, are stuck at the micro level. The UN cites various reasons for this, including the lack of properly coordinated support. So we'll take that up tonight on Joy Business Social, dubbed Growing Their Own Way, Experiences of Women Entrepreneurs. Guests tonight, Asabi Agbenu, lawyer and business consultant, Fafape Amapwe, the Mushroom Queen, and Yvonne Abiaraba Nyorie, who is CEO of Edible Treats. That conversation happening in about 30 minutes time. That's at 6 across our social media platforms. Do not miss it. And that's Business Live tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone. There's more news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. Top story over there, Kitaport to be economically viable according to the GPHA and work within confines of law, refrain from non-permissible activities, microcredit institutions caution. You can read more about that and other stories at myjoyonline.com. My name is Darryl Cobb. Thanks for watching. We're back same time tomorrow.